Atlanta Plugged In starts now.
Sleep is essential to our overall immunity and well-being, so disruptive sleep can affect personal health, family life, and work. Here to talk about sleep health is ResMed Chief Medical Officer and sleep expert, Dr. Carlos Nunez. Welcome, Dr. Nunez. So why is sleep so important?
Well, sleep is one of the three pillars of good health, and we talk about diet and exercise all the time, but that third pillar, sleep, is one we tend to ignore, and unfortunately, most of us are not getting enough good, healthy, optimal sleep. And that leads to disruptions tomorrow morning when you wake up because you're not as well rested or refreshed, but weeks and months and even years down the line, poor sleep can lead to devastating health consequences that can be avoided if we just paid a little bit more attention to sleep and to the things that may affect your sleep.
Sure, Dr. Nunez. So what is the top issue impacting how we sleep in America?
So in the United States, there's a condition called sleep apnea, which affects 54 million adults. And even scarier than that 54 million number is that more than 80% of those adults are undiagnosed and untreated. And sleep apnea is a condition that leads to, again, short-term consequences. Tomorrow you wake up and you're not refreshed and not rested, but can also lead to chronic diseases or make existing chronic diseases worse weeks, months, and years down the line. Everything from cardiovascular disease to mental illness to even risks for things like Alzheimer's can be made worse if you have untreated sleep apnea.
Okay, so how can it be treated?
So the treatment, the gold standard treatment, has and continues to be something called CPAP, which stands for continuous positive airway pressure. And a modern CPAP device, the most modern is the ResMed AirSense 11. It's only been on the market a couple of weeks, and it's more like a smartphone than a medical device. It has a big, beautiful touchscreen. It's sleek, it's modern, it's extremely quiet, and it connects over the air to your doctor so they can monitor your therapy from their office. It can be upgraded over the air if there are changes to the software. And maybe most importantly, you can download an app that connects to the device so you can monitor your therapy. And there's a published study that shows patients who monitor their CPAP therapy through a connected device, through an app, are much more likely to be adherent to therapy than even those who take medications for certain conditions and diseases. So that's the key. Adhering to therapy is what will prevent all of those consequences down the line. You don't want to increase your risk for the things that I talked about, like Alzheimer's or just overall mortality, if you can, like you hear, there's an app for that. There's an app for that connects to the CPAP and helps you stay adherent and helps you treat this disease so that you don't deal with those consequences later in life.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nunez. For more information, visit sleepforbettertomorrow.com.